How did I get in this predicament? Daily I'm blocking hits at my confidence. Times like this, I wish I had someone solid I'm rocking with. Not knocking positive, but pessimism keep on knocking. How can I stop it? It's clocking my consciousness. Who can I call when I'm on the fritz? What's friendship and does love exist? When does stress and neglect persist? Is it respect the sex we miss? It's commonplace for a snake to be fake. In any case, they play the fence.
Yeah, good day. Good day. What's the play in your day today, man? Hopefully all is well. You know what I'm saying? I want to say top of the morning to you. And that also applies to the evening and afternoon too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that being said, let's talk about energy. You know what I'm saying? Now, my disclaimer, by no means am I claiming to be like an energy guru, like a yoga instructor kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't have all the answers when it comes to the unseen, like energies and vibrations. But, you know, check it out. You ever been in a situation where you just got a bad vibe, like the energy wasn't right? You know, what's that song? You know, every time I see you, I get a bad vibe. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? You ever been in a situation like that? And it seemed like when you find yourself in a situation where the energy is not right, sometimes it'd be hard to know how to proceed accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you want the situation to work out for your benefit, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? You want it to be a beneficial, positive experience. It'd be hard to know sometimes how to proceed. But I'm here to tell you, when it comes to me, I would advise you to bust the move how I bust the move. You know what I'm saying? And that being said, the move I would bust, if the energy is messed up, I'm finna get out the way. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you caught me back in my younger days, I'm gonna address the negative energy. You know what I'm saying? And proceed in that manner. Do you feel me? By any means, by all means. You feel me? But at a time like this, where it's critical that building should be the focus of the mature ones of us, I feel as though distancing yourself or separating yourself from negative energy is the best move. You know what I'm saying? That's the best move because energy, your energy, let's talk about keeping your energy strong and positive. Energy is important for success. Bottom line, whatever you're trying to achieve, positive energy, you know what I'm saying? A positive mind frame. You see what I'm saying? Sincere, pure, you know what I'm saying? Positive energy in the spirit is important to achieve whatever you need to achieve, you know? Very important. Your energy has to be positive. It has to be, you know, um, it has to be something that is stable, you know, in that positivity. And the reason I say that and the reason I believe that is because whatever your energy is, it's going to back up whatever action you seek to um, put into play. Whatever move you bust, your energy is going to back that, whether it's negative or positive. You know what I'm saying? And then that energy is also going to shape your perspective and outlook within a given situation. And then that also will determine how you proceed. So, like I'm saying, if your energy is negative, you know, and then you are confronted with a situation based off that negative energy, your perspective is going to view the situation as a situation that can't be repaired, can't be remedied, and you're gonna bust a move based on off that negative energy. You know what I'm saying? How can you tell? You know what I'm saying? If there's a potential for negative energy to play a part in your situation, you know what I'm saying? Trust your instinct. Trust your gut feeling, that first mind. Trust that, you know, and whatever vibe is conflicting with your harmony, you know what I'm saying? The vibe or the energy that you got that's keeping you in a positive headspace, you know what I'm saying? That got you maneuvering and moving in love. Whatever is disrupting that, you know what I'm saying? Based on your personal feeling, intuitiveness, preferences, perspective, based on your understanding at this moment. If it don't work for your vibe, slide. You ain't got to be around that which is not conducive to your growth. You know what I'm saying? By any means, by any stretch of the imagination. You don't have to do it when you can help it. You know, there are situations where you're forced to deal with negative energy, negative vibrations, you know. The more time that you can find to build your energy up, to keep it positive, find that time. If that takes for you to be around positive people, or just some time where you're by yourself to reflect on your goals, your aspirations, the moves you want to make. Find that time, even in the midst of those with negative energy, because that's the way of the world. There's an opposite to each entity in a physical form. There's an opposite to it, anything you can name. You know what I'm saying? Not being funny, like being serious. You know what I'm saying? Anything you can name, there's an opposite to it. You feel me? That being said, where there's positive, somewhere lurking is the negative. And that's cool. It's cool that there will be people that won't mess with your energy. That's cool. But knowing what your aim is, you know what I'm saying? You should seek to be around that which is compatible with that harmony within remaining intact. You should want to be around that makes that a reality, And there's nothing wrong with that. You see what I'm saying? Now, there are some times where the misunderstanding is contributing to maybe a negative vibe you're catching or something like that. Now, if that's the case, before you're acquainted or better understand a person or a situation, I would try to fight that urge, you know what I'm saying, to buy into that negative vibe until you have a better understanding. You know what I'm saying? At your discretion, you know what I'm saying? Still remain cautious, be safe, all that. But if your curiosity, you know what I'm saying, is on one accord with your vigilance, knowing that, okay, if I proceed in my curiosity, it won't kill the cat. You know what I'm saying? I won't be hurt by this, Allow your curiosity to blossom, step forward and proceed for the sake of gaining understanding. Because in that understanding, you might realize that bad vibe was ill-founded, you know what I'm saying? Was unwarranted. But in cases where you know the character of somebody, you're acquainted with somebody, you get that bad vibe, slide, man. Separate. Bust a different move, you know what I'm saying? Work on your energy and keeping your energy maintained. Work on that. And you will come in contact with those who have positive vibrations that are more compatible with your energy. But you have to guard your energy, man, especially nowadays. Especially nowadays, man. It's a lot of energy vampires out there. You know what I'm saying? A loved one put me onto that concept. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of energy vampires out there, which is very true. When she broke that down to me, that's true. People that seek to suck the negative or the positive, you know what I'm saying, the positive energy from you and replace it with a negative energy. You feel me? Why is that so? I can't call it. I'll never know. You know what I'm saying? Some people just won't like you for whatever reason. You might never know the reason, just off of their personal prejudice, what they do and don't prefer, Based off that, that's how they'll proceed and deal with you, you know what I'm saying? And if they have any kind of position or standing that can affect your movement, you know what I'm saying? That negative energy can become a detriment. You see? But you'll never know why. Because they're not going to help you understand why they don't like you. If it's like a deep-seated dislike, you know what I'm saying? And if you're taking accountability in situations where you might have made things rocky, you know what I'm saying? You made it a turbulent situation, you know why the vibe is bad. So don't be around anything that disrupts your positivity, your positive vibe. Let me make my disclaimer one more time. I'm not no energy guru. I'm not that kind of guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yamaste, namaste. Nothing against people that be on that. You know what I'm saying? Because meditation is important. Self-evaluation, in the vein of self-love, is important. All those things is important to making yourself, or for the sake of making yourself a better you. You know what I'm saying? For you and all you're accountable to. Not for the world to pat you on the back and be like, you're a decent human being now, Not for their validation. I'm talking about for you and all you're attached to. You know what I'm saying? Making the best of what you have to deal with at the moment. You know what I'm saying? All those things are important for that. A positive mind state is important for that. You know what I'm saying? Keeping your energy positive is important for that. It's needed. It's necessary. There's no way around that. You feel me? So I feel like it was important to stress to you the importance of keeping your energy true. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it solid, keeping it positive. And there are going to be people that's going to take aim and try to, knock down that positive energy. That's going to be a reality. But that being said, You are the dictator of whether your energy is conflicted, you know what I'm saying, is muddied up, you know what I'm saying, if it's stained by negativity, or if you're able, you determine whether you're going to guard it, deflect all the negativity and keep it strong, keep it positive. You determine that, you know, because people keep talking about toxic this, toxic that. Let's talk about that for a second. Like toxic masculinity, and some people be like, "There's no toxic femininity, la 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 la." People say there's no toxic femininity, but if you say there's toxic masculinity, there has to be an opposing, you know what I'm saying, entity to that toxic masculinity. You know what I'm saying? So there has to be toxic femininity in my mind. But to me, why those characters are a reality in society as it stands now is because of that vibration. I feel like people who others would deem as toxic masculine or toxic feminine, they have adopted that character of being just a negative person. You know what I'm saying? So they seek to recruit or convert, you know what I'm saying, other people to the negative side, you know? That's just their reality. That's who they are now, you know? They've adopted that form, you know? And we could touch into what makes people toxic, in my opinion, and I'm sure you got your opinion. But I guess we could break that down a little bit since we on this topic. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit of time. I could share that with you. To me, a toxic masculine man is a man that goes against the positive attributes that make a woman, and they attack those. You know, they try to damage them. They try to, you know what I'm saying, destroy them, beat them down. You know what I'm saying? They're not contributing to validating the womanhood of a natural woman. You know what I'm saying? Not the scandalous ones, not the ones that are contrary in mentality to a real woman. But I'm talking about those women that's actually trying to, be of some kind of service to their tribe, to their family, Toxic masculinity is against that, you know? And I'm not gonna sit here and put a face on the silhouette, you know what I'm saying, of a toxic masculine man. But there are toxic men out there, and vice versa. Toxic feminine women, excuse me, you know what I'm saying? Toxic feminine women are just the same. There are those women who are against anything that makes a man validated in his manhood or solidified in his manhood. You're not trying to build, you know what I'm saying, and validate that man. You're trying to destroy him. You see what I'm saying? And there are movements on both sides of the gender line that, you know what I'm saying, personify the characteristics I just laid out to you about toxic masculinity and toxic femininity, And it's a shame, especially amongst us, because we don't need that kind of energy in our midst. Not right now. Not right now. And then I feel like it's contrived. People that have that kind of outlook and are the personification of toxic masculine or toxic feminine, they are like somewhat created or manufactured, by way of the society, the environment, different concessions, you know what I'm saying, talking points and narratives that certain people want to be the dominant narrative or the paradigm of the status quo. I feel as though these people are contrived to be placed amongst us. These people have been manufactured, you know what I'm saying, their status, and then therefore placed amongst us, you know what I'm saying, to perpetuate that negative energy, that toxic energy. And it's a shame. We should begin to recognize that though, wanting to solidify and maintain our positive energy. We should recognize those who are acting according to a toxic nature. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We should recognize that that's toxic. We don't need that around us. And how would you know? How would you be able to identify, you know what I'm saying, those who are toxic, those who are against that positive energy, knowing what your principles are. And I'm going to always go back to that. You can check out some of my previous videos. Whatever principle you're standing on will determine how you proceed. They will determine, you know what I'm saying, whether it's a make or break situation. What are you standing on? And then at that point, once you identify what your principles are, you'll be able to identify those who are against those principles that will help maintain your womanhood or manhood, you know, that'll keep that positive energy thriving, you know. But if you don't have any principles, if you're not standing on nothing, if you don't believe in nothing, if you're not gonna, go for nothing, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna go for everything. You're gonna allow everything in your circle. You feel what I'm saying? You know? And that's just gonna be the way it is. Ain't no way around that. Why? Because you haven't decided to stand on anything. And in your daily conversations with people you around, you should be, if you don't have principles that right now that you will not be willing to stand on, you should be trying to develop those, you know. It's never too late to develop principles within yourself that you're willing to stand on. You know what I'm saying? And if there's sound principles, there'll be people that will agree with those principles that you stand on, and they may stand on those same principles. And therefore you'll be able to, commingle, cohabitate, you know what I'm saying, with those, you know what I'm saying, they got that good energy, that positive energy that'll keep your principles intact. But anybody that is conflicting that, you know what I'm saying, and want you to go against your principles, therefore giving birth or giving rise to that negative energy within you, you know what I'm saying, making you compromise who you are, you feel what I'm saying? It's all low, it's downhill from that point. As soon as you allow in your circle negative energy, negative vibrations to compromise that positive vibration that you've been cultivating for however long, you know? Never too late to start now, but however long you've been doing that cultivating up until this point, it's incumbent on you to guard, protect, you know what I'm saying? That positive energy against negative energy, you know? And it comes in many forms. It's manifested in many ways, even among those who you feel like should have love and should be having that positive energy, you know what I'm saying? Should be emoting that positive energy toward you, you know? It's gonna be manifested in different people in different ways. Can you control that? No. But what you can control is your energy, your positive energy, where you invest it, you know what I'm saying? How you grow it, you know what I'm saying? How you nurture it, you know what I'm saying? And how you guard it. You can control that. But the moment you allow somebody to affect your healthy state of mind, your positive state of mind, and then that positive energy, you know what I'm saying? That person now has control over your spiritual well-being, you as a person, how you proceed from that point. Because it's almost like the mind. If somebody controls the mind, they don't have to worry about your actions because they dictate that. They've conditioned your mind to act according or in harmony with what they want to be done, you know what I'm saying? To serve their purpose, because they got your mind. It's the same with your energy. If somebody got your energy at their disposal and they say whether you yay or nay, whether you up or down, they got, you know, they control the button to the roller coaster saying when you take off, go down, up, through the loop, all that. They control that. You at their mercy. And there are people who seek to dominate those with positive energy in a negative fashion. You see what I'm saying? There are people that are like that. My philosophy is, without understanding, you know what I'm saying, there could be no positivity. So if you come into a situation around, you know, when it comes to me, and you're setting out not to understand, therein lies, based on my principles, according to how I stand, you know, therein lies that negative energy, you know what I'm saying? Not like my understanding is the understanding that should be understood. Even if you don't agree with my understanding, just understanding is cool. But as long as we could disagree on what's understood, cool. But if you come into the situation not trying to get an understanding, and it should be vice versa, of course, you know, all things should be reciprocal. So I'm trying to understand you as well, you know, but I'm coming in wanting to understand, you feel me? I'm not coming in with the misunderstanding. I'm open-minded. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what's happening. You feel me? And thus far, I'm still breathing, so curiosity hasn't killed this cat yet, you feel me? So that's been working for me. That's how I've been able to build upon me as a human being personally. So I'm coming in wanting to get an understanding. But if you're coming into the situation already on some misunderstanding, standing on different ground, off the wrong page, it's like, bro, okay, this is toxic to me, you know what I'm saying? In my view. You might see it differently, that's very cool. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I see it. With no understanding, there's no positivity. There's no harmony. There's no solidarity, no camaraderie, without an understanding. You feel me? So guard your energy. Make sure you keep your energy positive, whatever it takes to make that the case. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Do that. And you should be willing to feed your flesh that which is necessary to keep your physical positive. Positive meaning healthy. You know? Drink water if that's what it takes, you know? Eat things that are conducive to your body feeling good. Because how you feel is how you think. You feel me? How you feel, your intuition dictates how you process, you know what I'm saying, based off that feeling, information that's needed to be organized to understand that feeling or how to proceed based on that feeling, you know? But you got to feel it first. You get what I'm telling you? Again, if you're eating and drinking things, and everything in moderation. I'm not sitting here trying to change your diet and reshape your view of what you should eat and what you should do. I'm not that dude. My suggestion to you is, what I would advise you to do is, check the things you're putting into your body. If it's making you feel, you know, slow, a step slow, groggy, you know what I'm saying? You're not at your tip top physically. You know what I'm saying? Check those things and start taking them in moderation so that you feel good. And once you feel good, you'll see things different. Your mentality would be different, you know? How you process things would be different. You know that commercial, that candy bar commercial? I'm not sure if I can say it on this or not for like copyright or whatever, but you know that commercial, you know, people be acting up before they take a bite of that candy bar. Now they back to their senses because they going off that feeling of whatever they're missing. They need that until they get that, till they understand and satisfy that feeling, you know what I'm saying? They organize and process why they feeling like that. Then they come up with a solution. Then they act right. Then they back on track. Then they back in their right mind, you know? It's the same with your energy, man. It's the same with your physical being, you know? It's the same with your physical being. I'm gonna tell you, after talking to you, maybe I should become a yoga instructor because I'm so in favor of making sure that meditation, you know, centers you, making sure that you're putting in the proper things for your body, because I want you to be here for a long time. If we're gonna build anything, you gotta be here for a while, you know? And then how you take care of the flesh while on earth determines how long your flesh will remain on earth, you feel me? You know? And energy is a part of that. Keeping a positive mind state, keeping your energy positive, goes toward contributing to your physical remaining healthy. Do you feel me? So I'm saying this, you know, I don't got my instructor license yet, you know what I'm saying? But after talking to you, I might pursue it because I'm really into it. Like, I really believe it. You know, I kind of see what they be on now, you know? I'm not as deep in as they might be, you know what I'm saying? With like all the extras and you know what I'm saying? The other realms and dimensions and, you know what I'm saying? All that. But I do feel as though I'm in tune with the spirit, you know, spiritually, at least when it comes to me personally, you know, I'm in tune with that which grabs and sets fire to my spirit. You feel me? So while here in flesh, I seek those things that ignite, you know what I'm saying? And sets fire to my spirit, man. You know, and what I found is meditation, taking care of self, you know what I'm saying? So therefore you could manifest the love you have for self externally is the way to go. That's the route to go, man. And I'm telling you, out of love, you know what I'm saying? It's all love. Everything coming from my lips, it's all, even if you disagree, it's coming from a place of love. You know what I'm saying? That right there we can agree on, because I know that to be so, you know? Like, for real. It's all love. Guard your spirit. Make sure your energy is on a positive key wherever you might be. You know what I'm saying? Whatever situation you might find yourself in. You know, and trust your intuition. If the vibe don't seem right, you know what I'm saying? Proceed accordingly. Because there's a reason that your spirit is not sitting well in a certain circumstance, you know, or a situation. There's a reason. And if you're honest with yourself, 9 times out of 10, the time you went against that feeling and remained in the situation, it got bad. It didn't get better. You know what I'm saying? You thought you can endure and be tolerant. You know what I'm saying? You thinking that you are being, maybe I shouldn't say that. You being like being religious, being pious. You know what I'm saying? You think you're doing it for a right reason, but in turn, the effect, the aftermath the damage that was done, you know what I'm saying, was long lasting. You deserve better, you know? You owe it to yourself to guard that positive energy. You owe it to yourself to surround your positive energy with positive energy that is compatible with that energy. Anything that is toxic should not be ingested or digested. You know what I'm saying? Or tasted or sampled. Do you feel me? If it's toxic, you're not supposed to be around it. You get me? So I strive personally to be, you know what I'm saying, an open-minded, you know what I'm saying, a sharing, a reciprocal person. I'm not trying to be a toxic person. I don't want a woman to slap on me based off her observation or impression of me with the toxic masculinity label. I don't want to be that dude. I want to be the dude she could feel and be around and understand. And I might understand her. We might disagree, but we understand though. You know what I'm saying? Graduating toward overstanding as a harmonious unit. You feel me? That's what I want. Anything contrary to that is not how I'm trying to proceed. So that being said, my energy gonna be positive. I'm coming trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm coming with an open mind, clean slate. I don't care what somebody might have told me about you. I don't care, you know what I'm saying, where somebody said they might have seen you at, did, da, da, da. Until I get to chop it with you, I'm not coming with no negative nothing. Why? Until you give me reason, you know what I'm saying, to either separate from you, or if I'm, you know, having to be in a situation, I gotta proceed accordingly, man. By any means, by all means, you feel me? Listen, that's just how it's gonna go. And that's fair. That's fair not only to me, but vice versa. If you was in that situation, that would be fair to you. Because life ain't fair. You gotta pick your battles. And if you could pick a fair one, pick the fair one, you feel me? I'm telling you, like, that's fair to proceed accordingly. If somebody's giving you negative energy and you're having to maintain in a certain situation, it's incumbent on you to give what's deserved or give what's owed, because everybody is owed what they deserve. And reciprocity being my philosophy, even if it's not yours, if you give me negative, I'm gonna give back to you what you've given to me. Do you get what I'm telling you? So that being said, I never proceed in a hostile. I try not to. Back in my older days, there's probably some people that knew me back in my older days that probably be like, yeah, this dude. I'm talking about now, the me now. Back in the days, I might have been looking for the confrontation, been looking for the smoke and all that. I want it, you know? But now, I'm cooling. I'm chilling. That's not to say I'm not going to defend myself if smoke come my way. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? I'm still a smoke detector. Do you feel me? I could still pick it up. My radar still, you know what I'm saying, checking for the blips. You feel me? But that being said, upon new acquaintances, even prior acquaintances, if ever I hop on the phone with somebody I used to know, even if it was some kind of animosity in the past, I'm coming with positivity. I want to see you doing well. You know, because why would I wish bad on somebody else and I want to do good? It don't work that way. Why would I wish somebody to fail if I'm trying to succeed? What sense does that? What is that? What sense does that make? Why are you putting that energy out, you know, and expecting positive in your situation? It don't work that way. I don't think it does. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever you subscribe to, if you subscribe to an entity outside of your physical being a reality, you know what I'm saying? I believe that those who are not here want to see, you know, universal justice, if that makes sense. Meaning, what you put out is what you get back. What you give is what you get. You know what I'm saying? How you measure is how you'll be measured. Do you get me? The golden rule. I think that's the golden rule. But if you know what I'm saying, you feel what I'm saying. I feel like that which we can't see, you know what I'm saying, that governs that which we can't see, wants to see harmony in the physical, you know, personally. So to me, if you put out negative, you're going to get back negative. If you put out positive, you will get back positive, you know? You know what I'm saying? And that saying, God can see the heart, that means that God know your intention. So he'll know, or she'll know, whichever you subscribe to. You know what I'm saying? I say she, but that's just me. You do what you do. But, you know what I'm saying? The ancestors, the spirits, will know the intention behind the good that you do put out. You know what I'm saying? if it's surface level, superficial, you know, shallow, you know what I'm saying? If it's ingenuine, insincere, it's for the sake of getting something, I feel like naturally things will be known, even if you don't share, you know what I'm saying, what's known. It'll be known. You know, a wise soul told me, you know, what's done in the dark comes to the light. The dark might mean what you do in solitude, what's in your heart, which is the dark. Nobody will know unless you share it. But what's done there, you know what I'm saying? What's imagined there, you feel me, will be known. It will be manifested. You see? So that being said, guard your energy. It's very important. I felt like I needed to do a video like this because it's very important. And even in my life, I've had to deal with negative energies that was not compatible with my energy remaining positive. And listen, let me say this last thing. The reality is there are things that you're gonna have to deal with that you don't wanna deal with. Nobody is entitled, at least those of mine that share my struggle. We're not privileged or entitled to the point where we can separate from all things that present negative energy or negative vibration. Sometimes you gotta deal with that. What I'm saying to you is be able to protect and guard what is yours. If you're coming into a situation with positive energy, that's what you're investing, be willing to guard and protect that, however that may come across. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to converse with everybody. You don't have to answer everybody's questions. You don't have to ask everybody questions. You feel me? I feel like some of us feel as though if we don't speak, then we're being rude. And I still got that respect your elders video coming up soon. Whether you should respect elders just because they're older, or are people needing to warrant that respect. And some people see it different, but I say that to say there are some elders that believe if you don't walk into a room and say something, that you're being rude. You see what I'm saying? Some might agree, some might disagree. But whether you agree or disagree, that is the belief of some elders. And they're standing on that. That is their principle, or one of their principles. That's disrespectful, you know? You gotta speak when you come into a room. I feel as though that mentality has been applied to not just in the family, but out in the world. So now if you feel like if you don't say something, you're being rude. And then the people you're saying things to have negative energy, vibrations, and all they're gonna put back into the pot, you know what I'm saying, that is the conversation, is negative input. But you feel as though you're speaking and being cordial. You gotta be that way. Some traditions are needed, some traditions need to be dismissed. Some need to be maintained, you know what I'm saying? Some need to be dismissed. As simple as that. But that being said, I'm gonna leave it right here. Have a great day. Guard your energy by any means, you know what I'm saying? However the means, you know what I'm saying? By all means. Guard your energy, keep it positive, stay positive. Yeah.
To die, to buy everything I wanted. Hit the fence quick if I sense the cops coming. Who's qualified to sue? Who I'm bruised inside. My heart's died 1,000 times. Fragmented by the death sentence that was forced to survive. No love at the crib, so the streets keep calling. Knee deep in involvement, shootouts for clout. We started off brawling. I've been long gone since, uptight and tense on defense. Get the sense I died, but my eyes still open wide. At the drop of a hat, I snap back to my senses. It's like